At last. Oh, wait, that's not a Disney song, but it's okay.
What?
It's a lovey-dovey song.
Oh,
So.
yes. I forgot what this episode was about.
Yes. I hear a choo-choo train.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there must be someone on the tracks out here.
What was that? The love train? Just keeping with the theme.
I was just saying it's we live just close enough that it's not super bothersome, or sorry, just far away that it's not super bothersome, but close enough that you can't forget it's there.
Yeah, exactly. So, how you guys been this last couple of weeks, Ryan? We haven't. I know we were slightly a week off. So, how's it going up there in Hoth?
It's not snowing. It's chilly, but it's not snowing.
Nice.
You know, everyone here just fighting for our freedom. If you've seen the news, I think you guys are getting coverage of it. So,
yeah, the truckers.
Yeah, truckers, and then in Vancouver they had something yesterday. Toronto, Alberta, they've like locked down the border. Like the whole border is just like lined with truckers. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It only took 3 years, but it's pretty cool.
And the prime minister's in hiding. So
yeah, he's just disappeared.
But that's for a different podcast. But yeah, that's interesting stuff going on though. But hopefully you guys will open up.
Let you out to come to Disneyland.
Yes,
the States lets us in, no problem. It's getting back into Canada. It's the problem.
Yeah. Who wants to get back?
At this point,
no one.
Right?
If I didn't have a dog that usually stays here when we travel, but soon we will be permanently over there. Hopefully, and I'll never have to come back.
Well, right on. And you got an Insta dog, so got to keep him. Yeah. How you been, Alex? I know I saw you just last night, but a lot's happened since then.
Been good. Yeah, it's what the countdown is on. I know haven't jumped into our topic yet, but I will be a Mr. I guess I'm already a Mr. But
yes.
I'll be a husband in 16 days.
Woo!
Nice.
Very nice.
Excited, of course, for all things beer. We got a big beer fest coming up next weekend.
Yeah.
And there's a football game next week, I guess.
I guess there's halftime. There's commercials. There's trailers.
Dude, that halftime show is going to be insane.
Halftime show. I think we're hoping to get a release date or something for one of these new Star Wars D+ shows.
So I know we weren't talking about, we didn't have really much news, but we do have a little bit in the rumor mill, and it seems pretty. So we'll bring that up in a little bit. But like you said, you're going to be a
Mr.
husband soon, Mr. An official Mr. And Mr. that kind of goes with our theme. We're going to be talking. This is episode 106, and we're going to be talking about if we had absolutely no pay, as they say in Jurassic Park, spared no expense. Money is no issue. Us really manly men are going to talk about our Disney fairy tale weddings and what we would do. And so it'll be kind of fun. We got a little romance side to us, so it's cool. And then also we did this a few years ago, but we're even going to kind of even talk about some of our favorite lovey-dovey moments in the Disney universe. There's plenty of it and very cool stuff. So we'll get down on that, but we'll do that real soon. But yeah, you're going to say something.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, I think with Disney fans, anytime you talk about something Disney with spare or no expense is fun to talk about. So
yeah, exactly.
Be a good one.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So, but like I said, we had some news that I'm just kind of throwing this out here already, but one of the previews we're hoping to see really soon is actually Obi-Wan Kenobi coming out on Disney Plus. And I don't know if you guys have paid attention, but I saw this on a site that I really follow. We follow DisInsider. They're pretty on the spot on a lot of news, and also for Star Wars, I also pay attention to Star Wars News Net, and they're pretty spot on a lot of stuff too. And they reported that somebody at Disney Plus accidentally let it slip that Obi-Wan Kenobi will be coming out in May. So, and
that's
then
what I guessed, right?
Yeah, that's what we were kind of thinking.
Yeah,
I was looking at the calendar. May the 4th is on a Wednesday. Wednesday seems to be the new release night or day for a lot of shows, starting with some of the MCU shows and obviously Book of Boba Fett. So I'm like, hey, that's a perfect show. The first time we heard "May the Force be with you" was Obi-Wan Kenobi in A New Hope. So
I'm thinking, but they're gonna make a lot of money that weekend because also Doctor Strange is the 5th, right?
The 6th, I believe.
6th. Okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but there's probably 5th. The showing's
Yeah.
Thursday night, so
yeah.
Yeah, because I know every
there's
time
no way they do it, but I say drop the whole series on May the 4th.
that would have, that would be amazing. At least 2 episodes.
Yeah, I've heard it. They're all an hour-long episodes. 6 episodes, an hour long each.
I'm all for it, and I'm sure we're gonna get a trailer soon. And I believe last Super Bowl we had a big Disney Plus trailer during the Super Bowl, and it kind of gave us our first look at WandaVision and even Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it ended with a glimpse of Loki. Even
it was like a sizzle reel.
It was a quick little thing, right? But it was really unexpected. So I'm pretty sure we'll get something. Fingers crossed. The last couple of years, one of my favorite things about the Super Bowl. A lot of people like the commercials, but this is where we get, like I said, some of the first views in trailers. And I even had a recent memory post on Facebook when it was the same year as 5 years ago. Oh my gosh, Dead Men Tell No Tales trailer.
Wow,
and then and Solo, also same thing through the Super Bowl.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And I know Alex mentioned it in his anniversary stuff, but it's hard to remember because there's so many anniversaries coming up this year. So I'm hoping we'll see something in Super Bowl for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm pretty sure we will.
Watch them just drop Cassian instead, or Andor, whatever it's called.
Yeah, and that's actually a nice little segue because also on Star Wars Newsnet, they said filming for season 2 of Andor, what it's called, is actually going to start this fall. So it's going to be very similar to the filming of. They started filming season 2 before of Mandalorian before it premiered. So looks like there's some good hopes for Andor.
Spoiler alert, I guess. I don't know.
You mean he doesn't die at the end?
It's not reconciled in season 1.
Yeah, who knows? So, and some of the rumors I heard too, because they were doing season 1, and one of my favorite characters from Rogue One was K2SO, voiced by Alan Tudyk, and I guess things got misplaced. So they, like I said, this is all rumor, but he might not be in the first season until possibly the very end. So, but we'll see. We'll find out.
Okay.
But I'm all about Obi-Wan. What was that?
Are you guys looking forward to the Andor show?
I am, just because it's Star Wars. It's something I'd rather have something else. But these shows, it's hard to have a show about. I'm saying this as I'm saying I can't wait to see Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it's hard to have a show about somebody where their fate.
Yeah, it's different as Obi-Wan.
Yeah, it's totally different. It's Obi-Wan. It's Ewan McGregor. It's Hayden Christensen. It's
Darth Vader.
Yeah, so it's Deborah Chow. I'm excited for what she's going to do.
Episodes.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm nearly as excited as like Obi-Wan or Ahsoka. That being said, any Star Wars will be good. I mean, I'm imagining a galactic spy, show. And just as with Obi-Wan or Ahsoka, there's plenty of space in between where we didn't see. Obviously, with Cassian, we know nothing really of his past other than that he was a spy and part of the Resistance. So, yeah, it'll be cool. From what you just said, it sounds like he won't even come upon K2SO until the end. So, I mean, even more backstory. I hope it's not a lot of like childhood flashback or anything, but
because he's been in the fight since he was 6 years old.
I tell you, I'll be a lot more excited if you drop it all at once, Disney. Give it to me all at once. I want it all.
Gimme. So, so again, some of those rumors, you could check those out at Star Wars Newsnet. I believe even some on a Disney Insider, but exciting Star Wars news. We're going to get a lot of Star Wars news coming up in the next couple months. So get ready for we're probably planning on a couple countdowns of Star Wars Celebration. Last May, oh my God, it's already a few months away from May. But we did the on YouTube when we actually started kicking off YouTube was our Star Wars month, where we had a different guest every week. So I'm sure we're going to do that again.
We'll bring Allie back.
Yeah. Is she going to Celebration? We'll find out.
Yeah, she is.
Cool. Oh yeah,
she's
like VIP, right? She has a booth or
the
something.
Jedi Master Pass.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, former guest and current friend of the show still, Allie. So you guys remember that. Yeah, but before, is there anything you guys want to add at all, or?
I wish I was at Disneyland.
Yeah, exactly right. Have any of you seen any of the Super Bowl stuff they've been doing at DCA that we mentioned in the last episode? I saw that they set up, but that's all I saw. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The actual broadcast start Wednesday. I've seen some stuff through Five Fires YouTube, just pictures of the stage set up in DCA, but it's going to be from Wednesday to Sunday this week.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I just saw pictures of the setup. I didn't know if it already started, so good to know. That's going to be fun, and the weather's going to get nice. So
yeah, it's going to be a nice Wednesday to Sunday to be down at. To be anywhere on the West Coast. It sounds like. Even in Hoth, the snow's melting.
Yes, so very cool, very cool. Your igloo is going to turn
all our freedom fighting's melting it.
Oh, jeez. So I guess we could just get to the episode here. Once again, before we kind of get to that, I just want to shout out our good friends Sarah and Richard at Skywalking Through Neverland. Kind of keeping with the theme, they were at I believe the first Sweetheart Night at Disneyland, and love them so much. They're awesome. They definitely go all out, and they Disney bounded as Robin Hood and Maid Marian throughout the night. And so check out their Instagram, Facebook. They uploaded a video on their YouTube channel, and they looked amazing. I thought it was awesome. And some of the they had really cool photo ops. I don't know did you guys see any of the photo ops that were posted or on theirs at all? Or
I saw theirs.
There was Tony's Town Square, like the Lady and the Tramp, and then the Rapunzel one in the boat.
Yeah, that was very cool.
A lot more effort into the photo ops than things I've seen in the past.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to look, but I'll check with you, Ryan. Did you see any of the food that they had offered at all, or?
I didn't see any food. That's why I didn't really pay attention to the event because I'm all about the food.
Oh, sure.
Maybe I missed something, but I didn't see any special food offerings.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw like a few of the stuff they posted. I haven't watched their video yet. I'll check it out. But I know Sarah commented that it was like one of the funnest like paid events they've done at Disneyland, and they do a lot, being local down there. So that's good to know, especially after Ryan, your experience at the Merriest Nights. So.
Yeah. Are you doing the Star Wars event?
No, I know the one that's attached to Celebration was sold out when Celebration was supposed to be last year. So I think a lot of those people might have rolled over. I believe.
I think I had one, but then when they gave you the option to get a refund.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can't remember, and I believe our good friend Mike and Jeresa from Star Wars Fandom Report are going on the 4th. So we'll definitely follow their Instagram.
I remember I got my refund because Galaxy's Edge would not be open during Star Wars night. So
weird.
I don't know if that's still a thing.
That's weird.
Yeah. I can look into that when you guys talk.
It's kind of weird, but I also could imagine if you had a Galaxy's Edge during Star Wars night that everyone's going to try and be in Galaxy's Edge. So unless you highly limited the tickets or gave people a timed entry, which as we saw with the opening of Galaxy's Edge, it's hard to make sure people leave after a timed entry when Ryan was there. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it definitely... You would think the big new Star Wars land would be included, but I could see logistical issues as to why they wouldn't.
Smuggler's Run will not be open.
Oh, okay.
And Rise. And Star Tours.
So the attractions will not be open, but you can still walk through there and stuff.
Yeah. Why is Star Tours included and may not be open?
Only thing I could think is if they're going to use the queue for photo ops or something.
Yeah, possible.
That
Maybe
queue
get up close and personal with Akbar up there or something. I don't know.
That would be cool. That and the queue inside that little inside queue, that extended one at Star Tours.
I've never been in there.
That would be a great spot for photo op. So
yeah, it's mural in there.
Yeah, I don't get it, but
I'm sure they're going to have some pretty cool photo ops for sure. I think did they do one? I feel like I've seen it. Might have been at one of the ones a few years ago in the past, but they had it where you're in the you sit and look like you got your feet in the ice and you just put your hands up. Then it's got a wampa, but it's upside down. But then they flip it so it looks like you're Luke upside down with your hands up or something. And you could I think they had it where you could reach for the lightsaber, but
yeah, I'm not sure that. I don't remember where that was from though.
Yeah. I feel like it was at one of the Star Wars nights. I'm sure they're going to move the Boba Fett's throne somewhere inside the park for that night. The funny thing is, too, I was just thinking, I was talking to my niece who is visiting from Florida. Welcome back to California, Tori. We were talking about Galaxy's Edge because that's what we do. We talk about Disney and Star Wars. So when we visit, but I was telling her, I'm like, I wish they would add a few more characters to Galaxy's Edge, and I don't know why they have Rey, they have Chewie, they have Vi. I don't know why they wouldn't have Finn or Poe, but at least Finn. I think Finn because he's so big in the Rise of the Resistance attraction. So I was telling her, I'm like, it'd be cool if they actually had him in a stormtrooper costume, where he's walking with the stormtroopers. It kind of deviates from them and kind of like, lifts his helmet. He's like, hey. Have you seen Rey and stuff? So I think that'd be pretty awesome seeing Finn walking around.
I like that.
But that's another podcast. I don't know. You look like you're gonna say something, Alex. Sorry.
No, I agree with you. It'd be cool to see more characters. I know R2D2's been out more often. Exclusively at Disneyland, I believe, Batuu West. So yeah, it would be cool to see more of those. I know at least in the beginning they're pretty adamant about keeping the time frame with the sequel trilogy, and so obviously that kind of negates a lot of characters that could be in there.
Yeah,
but I guess we'll see as things go with the TV shows. I mean, having Mandalorian or Boba Fett pop up definitely wouldn't hurt people's excitement.
Not spoiling if you haven't seen Chapter 6 by now, but even having half of the people that showed up in Chapter 6 would be amazing. So, but you can listen, you can hear about that in our special breaking down Book of Boba Fett or Book of Boba Fett breakdown on YouTube.
Booger.
Yeah,
Boba Fett.
Yeah, but I guess that's it. I just want to shout out Skywalking because it looked like a really fun event on their Sweetheart Night. So. Definitely check out their socials and YouTube to see some good footage there. And before we kind of get to our main topic, I wanted to give a special, this is going to be coming out a little bit before Valentine's Day, but this is basically our Valentine's episode. But not only that is Valentine's Day is also the birthday of producer Christy. So I just like to say happy birthday. Well, it's our unbirthday, producer Christy, and we'll plan to have you and a special guest on the show very soon. So
yay!
Happy birthday!
I can't wait to talk Star Wars with you, Christy.
Yes, just for your birthday. She's gonna love it. But yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, our main topic is Disney fairy tale weddings, and I was actually kind of inspired by this from Moustalgia, and shout out to Moustalgia. They just last week released their final episode after 14 years of podcasting. They decided to call it a show, and they're still going to be doing some best of episodes. And so 14 years, that's amazing. But yeah, shout out to Jeff, their episode 681. He actually had a Disney fairy tale wedding And obviously, if you know Jeff, who's the man to talk to about anything Haunted Mansion themed or Disney collecting in history, he had a Haunted Mansion themed fairy tale wedding. So definitely, I don't want to talk too much about it because it's so awesome that I couldn't do it justice. So check out that episode. It's super cool, and the pictures are amazing. Like private pictures of him and his lovely bride inside the hallway, the stretching room, like all. I mean, where you normally couldn't take pictures. So super cool. But so I'm like, hey, bunch of us machismo men, what would we do if, like I said, if we had money, no issue planning on a Disney fairy tale wedding? So before I ask you guys, have you seen any of the special that they have on Disney Plus at all?
Yeah, when we were planning, because our first wedding plan was to get married at Disney, so we were watching all the videos. So
cool. Yeah, sorry, I was just coughing. I muted the mic for the people that are listening to the podcast. So, yeah, very cool. Yeah, I saw it. I think it was a little bit older because I think it was on like Freeform originally or something. But I was watching it. And it was really cool. And I mean, any Disney fan would want to have, in my opinion, that perfect Disney wedding. So, does anybody in particular want to go first, or? I mean, we got the newly married, the newly engaged, and the forever single rider. So, I mean, I could go last, or it doesn't matter.
I don't care. I'll go first.
Well, since you're planning, yeah, why don't you go ahead?
Well, this is not what we were planning because we couldn't afford this, but this is what I would have liked. My ideal Disney wedding would have been renting out New Orleans Square. Either like I don't think you can do it during the day, so either like early morning or super late at night. Ceremony in front of the mansion, like on the grassy area. I know there's not much grass, but you can make it work. People can stand in the queue and want to just get married. That would be what the wedding is. Pre-wedding lunch at the restaurant. The one that I can't remember what it's called now.
Club 33?
No.
Cafe Orleans?
The other. That's the one that I couldn't remember. Cafe Orleans, thank you. Wedding, reception, dinner would be Blue Bayou, because that's my favorite restaurant. And after that, little desserts and like drinks on the Mark Twain going around. I know that's technically like Frontierland, but you know, it goes by New Orleans, so
you can see it. You can see it. So
it's a New Orleans riverboat.
Yeah. And with beignets, so people could like do the boat or they could do the train, like with beignets. Yeah, that's kind of it. And then just go on Pirates and Mansion and call it a night.
And any character specific characters you'd want, like not involved, but at least like
Jessica Rabbit. No, just kidding.
in New Orleans Square.
Maybe have the Hatbox Goat as Hatbox Ghost, not the Hatbox Goat, but that'd be a fun Thunder Mountain.
That's a nice mashup.
The Hatbox Goat as the
we're gonna have to talk to Discord about get that shirt going.
Yeah. Hatbox Goat as the officiant.
The Hatbox Ghost is the officiant.
Yes,
dude, I got a visual. Sorry, I'm just going on the goat thing right now. Got a visual of the Hatbox Goat where the head would disappear, but in the box, instead of a head showing up, it'd just be the little dynamite stick would show up.
Dude, you should message them.
Say, have you guys heard what happens when you stare at the goat?
They scream.
Dude, that's actually a really cool t-shirt idea. I like that.
The Hatbox Goat. We got something going on here.
The Hatbox Goat.
That's
awesome.
Here
first.
Well, that'd be cool though. I mean, anything New Orleans Square, I'm always for. So
yeah, with the music going, we'll have them like the jazz band up on like the balcony.
Well, if you're on Cafe Orleans, there's that little stage where the wedding would be, and they just move the tables.
Oh yeah, look at that! I should have had you plan my wedding.
You know, I will be the wedding planner.
I love it. You could get all the guests in the wedding party to take a picture in front of the mansion as hitchhiking ghosts.
Yeah.
With the old ball and chain that way.
Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
very
that's
cool.
My little dream wedding, just a little one.
Cool. Well, there's always the time to renew the vows. So
yeah, and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so expensive. We're looking at the smallest package like possible, and it started at like 10 or 15,000.
Oof.
For like the tiniest, littlest packages.
Yeah.
And that's just
crazy
to have a full ceremony on the parking tram from the parking lot to the front gate.
Yeah, it was like in a bush, like in the Disneyland hotel, like not at the gazebo, like beside it. Like you could go up the stairs.
Probably where we collected our tiki mugs, that little area right there. It wasn't by the gazebo. It was close to the gazebo, but it was a little bit, and it just
that's like 10 or 15,000.
Ah, right on. Very cool. Yeah. What about you, Alex? I'll go with you next, since you're planning the wedding right now. But
money is no object because it's definitely an object. We all know
and
that.
It doesn't have to be Disneyland. It could be anywhere they do fairy tale weddings. I guess I should have said that first, huh?
They do fairy tale weddings wherever your money can buy a fairy tale.
Yeah, no, I was actually, being that we are planning our honeymoon in Disney World, and there's a lot of other possibilities out there in Disney World, I was definitely thinking that. I think a fun thing, everyone, especially adults out at the world, always talk about eating and drinking around the world. So I think it'd be cool. I can't really settle on where the ceremony would be. I know in one of the fairy tale weddings, they did it under I want to call it the pagoda, but the kind of sculpture or architectural form that is by the Japanese pavilion, where you can see Spaceship Earth straight through it. It's really spot along the lagoon. But mainly for like the reception, being able to kind of as a group go from country to country. I know having the restriction that it's generally in the morning or after park closing would kind of make that tough, as they would have to staff every pavilion for like the 20 or 30 people you would have. All right, let's go with the Hatbox Goat. We'll do a Frontierland wedding. I guess I'm gonna bend the rules and make not only money no object, but restaurants that no longer exist as well. I would love to have in Big Thunder Barbecue back at Disneyland. We did my 30th birthday dinner there, which was a blast. Luckily, right before they closed it down. Have someone who can pull off a good imitation of the safety spiel guy, the prospector from Big Thunder Mountain, officiate the wedding.
That'd be awesome. And he would have to end it with like,
after we say I do, he said, "Get ready for the wildest ride in the wilderness."
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I'm like, oh, your wedding's going to be the wildest.
And then right before you go to bed, it's like, best remove them.
Best remove them. Like Billy Hill and the Hillbillies playing the music at the reception. Just getting pictures with everybody on Thunder Mountain. Or maybe the reception would be over in the Golden Horseshoe. That'd be more appropriate. And then, of course, getting on the Mark Twain, probably at sunset would be nice. But again, timing would be a restriction to that as well. I don't know, a lot of the things I was thinking are either things I saw on Disney weddings or like I've seen from Disney weddings that happened. I wanted to share another one, but I'm going to wait till you go, because I think your idea might have something to do with what I was talking about or thinking about.
Well, this was kind of hard because I was trying to go between one thing and another thing, but then I figure I could totally combine them both thanks to the world of Geeky Tikis. So definitely I was thinking Star Wars, duh, that's a no-brainer. But I would do like set up the because I know they have it where you can set up the photo shoot. So it would be the photo shoots like in the Falcon and all over, where even in places you can't even really get to, like closer to the stormtroopers in the Rise of the Resistance, and then maybe I know this wouldn't be able to happen, but at least like a picture at the ramp of the Millennium Falcon. Like I won't go. I won't go fully in, but I can at least be on the ramp, with the bride, of course, not just by myself, but and all that stuff. And even if it was like an early wedding, then of course, and just right there by the Falcon, because it's the Falcon. And then the reception, all that stuff would be, like I said, second part of it, mixing Star Wars with Tiki, would be a private party at Trader Sam's and Tangaroa Terrace. And everybody dressed in Star Wars and Tiki and all that good stuff. So shout out to my...
I thought you were going to say.
Yeah. Shout out to my... I haven't unboxed it yet, but my Geeky Tiki's Millennium Falcon, that on YouTube you can see it in its glory here with the two muglets of Han and Chewie.
Some tiki drink recipes. I've ever had like a tiki drink.
Yeah, and I'm thank you for reminding, because I'm also going to shout out. I had them on the Tiki Cast, actually the last episode. Have a few months ago. I haven't done one in a while, but check him out on Instagram, Moss Tiki Cantina. He actually makes, he makes his own different Star Wars or space themed tiki drinks. And one thing that's really cool is he loves clear glasses, so you can actually see the colors and the beautiful colors, because he'll name them based on what's coming out and stuff. So, and he has majority of the glasses that they even have at Oga's Cantina, and glasses that have showed up in The Mandalorian and even Book of Boba Fett, especially in the Sanctuary.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So he's like, I recognize that one. I got that and stuff. Then he saw one. He's like, I wonder where that one's at. So Alex knows. I sent him a link to the site that we follow on Fresh Hops. I forget the name of it right now, but the ones that has that marble rolling around.
High Sierra Glass.
Yes. So I'm like, you got to check this out, because they do custom like logos and stuff too, and it looks really spacey. So cool. Shout out to Moss Tiki Cantina, and he'll do the full recipes for drinks. So. But yeah, that's probably what I would dream of doing.
Yeah, what I was going to say is in one of the tiki groups on Facebook, I saw somebody got married in Trader Sam's Grotto at Disney World.
Oh, very cool.
And that looked like a fun affair. You got to keep it small, but for the price they're charging, I couldn't imagine. I'm still surprised. I went to a wedding at Alani that had almost 60 people at it.
Ooh. Yeah. And I almost was going to go with Alani, but yeah, exactly right. But since I've never been there, I don't know how I would plan that out, because I don't know what all is offered there. So I just figured I'll stick with with Disneyland.
Shout out to Christina and Tim for your beautiful wedding. They just celebrated their 1-year anniversary. So
awesome! And
that was January 17th. We were out there. Or sorry, 2 years.
Yeah, I was like, it was pre-COVID
before everything went down.
Yeah, because I was going. Yeah, definitely shout out that.
I was supposed to go the week COVID started, and it shut everything down.
Bummer.
Yeah, thanks.
So, but yeah, we're still. DU anniversary one day. We'll all get out there.
So one of these days over there. So can't wait.
The live broadcast from Alani's pool.
Oh yes,
and then a big zoom out. It's a Disney Universe podcast.
Yeah, like Kermit. Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know if you guys would want to add anything more.
How about rapid fire? I know you said where you would want to eat, but what would be the main dish as the meal at your wedding?
Oh, the surf and turf at Blue Bayou is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Surf and turf at Blue Bayou?
I might have to try that hopefully next time, because I love me some surf and turf.
Yeah, it's the sides are lacking since COVID, because you don't get a baked potato anymore, and you don't get unlimited refills on the lemonade. So But yeah, sorry, I'll stop. What were you?
It's okay. You do on your wedding,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
How about you, Joe?
I actually really, really love the Hawaiian platter at Trader Sam's. And what it is, it's a pork belly with like jasmine rice and the best macaroni salad I've ever had. And they also have a chicken version too. So I would keep that because it is delicious.
Nice Hawaiian barbecue plate.
Yeah. And it's not on their normal menu, but I would add, like, just because, it's my wedding. I would have them make a very delicious loco moco.
There you go.
Which is one of my favorite dishes. And so good.
They have Mickey shaped loco moco at Alani.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh. Yes. Bring it from Alani. Whatever recipe is there, I'll go for it.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll make it for you. It's your wedding.
And I of course, I mean, like I said, this stuff's already on the menu, but you got to have the finger foods and stuff. And I like their deep fried spam musubi that was out there. Delicious. So
Nice.
What about you, sir? Well, you mentioned the barbecue, but
at the barbecue spot for sure.
Yeah, those were the best barbecue beans too.
Yes.
That's so good.
I'm
trying to find barbecue for Sunday, and there's like no barbecue in my area. It's so depressing.
Oh, got to come into Sacramento. We got a couple spots we could take you to.
Couple tasty
barbecue.
ones.
Get those meat sweats. Oh yeah.
All right, if you could pick Disney Imagineer to give a speech at your wedding, who would it be?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
What does what count?
I mean, I guess, but it seems like an easy, obvious answer.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd pick
to all to come to this happy occasion, welcome.
Ryan's wedding is your wedding.
I will start. I would
go ahead. I'm still thinking.
Shoot. Oh man, I just came up with a really hard question.
Yes, you did.
I'm torn between a couple.
Baxter,
but I think I'm going to go with Harper Goff.
Huh.
He seemed like a funny dude. I don't want to do like the either or because I don't want to take answers from other people. I've only heard him speak a few times in some videos and stuff, but I love the Haunted Mansion and the Jungle Cruise, and I think that would be a fun person who at least I'd write something that sounded like we were friends and he could make some jokes about me or something. He's an Imagineer. He'd figure it out.
He's an icon. That is a great choice. Man, you both have some obviously great choices. It's hard to be in that ballpark, but for a second, I drew a blank because I'm like, dude, there's so many. But being that that mine would be, well, half at least tiki themed. I know Bob Gurr is a big tiki guy, nice. And actually has his own Mai Tai recipe. So, and he's funny as hell too. So he would give a great speech and not care if he offended anybody because it's what he's saying is awesome. So I'm going Bob Gurr.
See, now since I did Frontierland, I feel like I should have said Tony Baxter.
That's what I was leaning to because I'm like, hey, remember when I met you at D23 2017? Took a selfie.
Like, no,
no, I don't.
There's a YouTuber, Offhand Disney. His name's Dallin. His videos are great, very informative. But he kind of has a reoccurring thing where he says his close personal friend Tony Baxter, and it always cuts to a video of him chasing down Tony Baxter in the park and saying something, and his friend. So he's like, yeah, my close personal friend, Tony Baxter.
Nice.
Right on. I got one for you guys, I guess. You can't have a wedding without a first dance song. So, Ryan, what would your guys' first dance be?
Probably Grim Growing Ghosts, just because it's at the mansion.
Instrumental would be romantic. It'd be like a waltz.
Yeah. And
nice,
Waltz will be there.
Huh?
I said, and Waltz will be there.
What about you, Alex?
My only gripe with the song is it's too short, but Evangeline from Princess and the Frog.
Nice. That's a great one. Oh man, yeah, that's so good.
Maybe there'll be a longer version once the new ride comes out.
Yeah, I'll just let them vamp orchestral for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, they can add in a little extra instrumental. Yeah, great call. Dang. Again, I ask a question that I have no idea what I want. This makes for a great audio podcast right now.
Good thing we're recording the video.
Yes, because I'm twirling my beard like a Bond villain. I will say, I'll go cliche on this one, and I'll go cliche and say a dream is a wish your heart makes.
That's a good one. It's romantic.
Nothing wrong with that.
But maybe I'll have it because I do have a version of that with being played on the ukulele. So maybe I would do it that way to stick with the theme.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, all the Hawaiian themed versions of Disney songs from the elevators at Aulani, which I'm nice. Super stoked to buy the CD, only to find out it's all on Spotify.
Yeah, right. but good stuff though. It's an Auntie's something, right?
Auntie's Beach House.
Yeah, I think so. Very cool.
But they play them in the elevator too, and elevator music. It's like just quiet enough. The music's just slow enough. So it took us like a day or two before we realized that they were all Disney songs. And so then every time we got in, I think we probably missed our floor a couple of times trying to figure out what song it was.
Yeah, it is a mystery. Like, name that tune, and it's like, any other rapid fires? Ryan, you got one? Alex, you have any more? Or?
I'll end with this one. What kind of cake are you having?
Ooh.
I'm going to go with a moist chocolate cake with chocolate icing.
Have you had that that cake that they have that makes it look like it? Oh, is it?
So gross.
You know what I'm talking about then? Yeah. What flavor is that out of?
It's like chemical.
It's the one that's like all white and they put red to look like blood on it or something.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah.
So what's your choice in again? Sorry.
It's chocolate.
The chocolate?
It's a moist chocolate cake.
Well, if you ever come here, I'll let my mom know, and I'm sure she'll make one. She makes great chocolate cake.
Yep.
And it is. I know people that don't like chocolate that love her chocolate cake. So,
like from what's that movie, Matilda, when that kid's eating the chocolate cake.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that in so long.
It's like that. That's what I want.
I'm still thinking. I don't know if you got it, Alex. Go ahead. But I'm still thinking.
I love chocolate cake, but to stick with the theme, I don't know. It all just popped into my head. I'm thinking kind of like a coffee cake with a subtle red cinnamon frosting, and of course the goat with the dynamite on top.
Dude, we got something going on with this here. I think we got something.
We should just be wedding planners,
or at least
designers.
Goat designers.
Oh, see, I didn't even think of it too. I would want everyone at the wedding to be dressed in appropriate time Frontierland theme as well.
I want everyone to be naked at my wedding.
Not at Disneyland.
Yeah, you got to go do that in Pandora or something. I was thinking they could probably stage an area in Pandora to look like Naboo, where Anakin and Padme got married.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool.
I can see that. I'm just thinking what I would dress in the attire. You know what? I would go. This is Disney themed, but this is like a deep cut. You guys ever see the Tall Tale movie with Patrick Swayze as Pecos Bill?
No, but I remember it being like a thing.
Because one of my favorite all-time Disney cartoons is the Pecos Bill cartoon, which that's why I love. One thing I love about I haven't been there yet, but one thing I love about Magic Kingdom is they have the Pecos Bill burger place. But I love the fact that they actually have something Pecos Bill there. Anyways, like in the early 90s, they did a live action movie, Tall Tale, which was about the whole like Pecos Bill and
Paul Bunyan, John Henry.
Yeah, like all those guys, and it was great. And I didn't realize it until I was an adult. But I know, Ryan, you haven't seen this movie, and it's sad. But Ike from Tombstone, the law dog, don't come around here, law dog. He's the kid's dad in Tall Tale. So it's like he's in one Western that came out in the early 90s, totally dirty and grimy. Then he's in another movie that plays in a Western, and he's all clean cut and, proper Western style. And you mentioned Pandora. Again, I guess I forget this guy's name, but he also played that mean general in Avatar too. That was the big Marine general.
So what kind of cake do you want?
Anyways, yeah, I'm still on dressing up. I'm still on dressing up on Alex's attire. Jerk.
To be fair, you said you wanted to be naked when he was talking about cake. So
yeah, exactly. Okay, so my cake. This actually isn't that hard of a decision, even though the answer is about a 6-minute answer. My favorite cake in the world is Disneyland's carrot cake.
Oh, that's good cake.
So even though I would want something like pineapple-y, I know they have a Dole Whip cake as part of this and as part of the wedding package.
Oh.
And I think Jeff had it in his wedding. You'll hear that if you listen to the episode 681 Nostalgia. But I love their carrot cake. It's so good. So that's what I would go with.
Good choice.
But yeah, that was kind of fun though. I know.
Fun. I like that one.
We kind of went all over the place, which is always good. Fun time.
This is what it's like when men plan weddings.
Exactly. I'm so far away from one anyway, so I could dream. A guy could dream.
Our running joke, is Addie's always asking me about stuff, and she's like, "It's your wedding too," but then there will be other times I'm being told stuff, and I'm like, "But it's my wedding too." But really, I don't care. Please do it. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we did get a few
the honeymoon,
comments.
However, is all me. Or at least the planning part. We're going to sit down and do some of it together, but that's a trip I've been planning for about 30 years.
Nice. And it'll be a blast. We did get a few comments. Michelle Port 24 commented, the best part about having a Disney fairy tale wedding is having all your friends and family celebrating at our favorite place and the Dole Whip flavored wedding cake.
There you go.
So, yeah. And all the gifts that friends and family bring. So, and we got Grammy Goes to Disney. OMG, could you imagine? Love all the little hidden Mickeys they put in. Can't wait to hear what you guys come up with. We came up with everybody naked at Ryan's wedding with a Hatbox Goat. So
I hope good times. Proud, Grammy.
Yeah. And Sasquatch, this one's hard. And I speak as a man for myself. I guess a honeymoon to Disney World seems right. Hotel and all. As far as the ceremony, I don't know. So, and you got plenty of hotel choices.
Tons.
Yes. So now that was kind of fun. And like I said, this was inspired by Jeff Bayham's episode 691 of Nostalgia. And, being Disney fans, we all got a little romance side in it. So, always think about even the proposals and, doing stuff out of the box and stuff. So, but you always see the stuff around Disney and parks, and it's nice seeing love in the air. So,
that's love in the air right there.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of frozen, so it's okay. But I mean, we don't have to finish up right now. We just got a few more. Like I said, throughout as long as Disney's been doing stuff. I mean, Mickey and Minnie from the late 20s to Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. Do you guys have any favorite romantic moments?
In the friend zone.
That was an article I wanted to bring up, but I didn't write it down, so there's more to it. So we'll bring it up for a later time. And what I'm referring to is Peter Dinklage's comments, because there's actually a rebuttal from, I forget his name, but he played the Leprechaun in WWE.
Oh yeah,
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle, but he is like no, that was his character name, but this was something I actually did want to bring up, because I think it's a conversation, and but I totally forgot to write stuff down, so maybe we'll talk about it next show. I know you guys are big WWE fans, and I remember him. He was a fun character, I'm a big fan of Peter Dinklage. So I mean, I think this is a good conversation that could, I don't say
the conversation definitely deserves more than
a full attention. Yeah. So we'll talk about it next week. It's something that's new. So, but any favorite Disney romantic moments that always stick out to you guys? Alex, I'll start with you on this one.
Oh, too many. I think the ones that stick out immediately, I'm going to do 3 and then leave it to y'all. Enchanted. The song, one of my favorite Disney songs, is So Close. And that moment when they're dancing at the end, and they're kind of switched and dancing with, I guess, technically the people they're supposed to be with, but they really want to, and end up at the end being with each other. That moment, At Last I See the Light in Tangled, when they're on the boat, although there's different meanings. Obviously she's seeing the light and Eugene is seeing the Flynn, whatever we want to call him there, is seeing her. He's seeing the light of the relationship. And Beauty and the Beast. I think there's something there that wasn't there before. I always like that moment when she kind of was like, hey, I can give this a shot.
Yeah.
Nothing says love other than why not?
Yeah, I guess it'll work. No, I wanted to bring, I love that scene. I love all those scenes. And I just wanted to mention the one from Enchanted, because love that movie, love that whole scene and song, So Close. But I thought it's that Hollywood convenience of like, so what was it? Edward came back, so that's why they were together. Giselle, then McDreamy and Idina Menzel. I forget her character's name. But then they're like, conveniently, now is the time where you dance with somebody you didn't come with. So it's like, right. Which winds up being the two people that are actually in love. So I thought that was kind of Hollywood convenience.
And doesn't Edward end up with Idina Menzel at the end?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they said they're both coming back for the sequel.
Yeah, I know she is, and I believe James Marsden is too, and so can't wait for the sequel. So
nice, yeah. I don't know if we have a release date, but I know it's Disney Plus.
Summer.
I'm pretty sure it's done.
That's all I've seen is summer.
What are we talking about?
Enchanted.
Oh, Enchanted.
Yes.
Idina Menzel was in that movie?
Yeah, she was the girlfriend, fiance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild because it's, obviously before we knew Idina Menzel as Elsa, but she was well known as a Broadway actress, I believe, at that point already.
Yeah, and did a few movies. So yeah, it's kind of cool that she was in there. And only makes sense that they like, hey, we want you back for the sequel, being post Frozen and Frozen 2 now, and all the shorts. What about you, Ryan? What are some of your favorite? And Alex went top 3. So yeah, if you have any top 3 ones.
Guess Anakin and Padme when they're going into that like Coliseum.
The arena.
That's a good moment.
Luke and Leia.
I was just saying pre-Disney, but it works.
Yeah, no.
Say Finn and Poe. Say Finn and Poe.
Poe with his little biting the lip.
I didn't really have anything prepared. I'm just looking around my room for inspiration.
Any Disney movies? Any? You want me to come back to you?
Toy Story 3 at the end with Andy and his toys. That's an emotional scene because he loves them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm trying to go off the grid.
It's okay.
with these ones.
Love's love. There's no wrong way to love.
Yeah, that's how I got. Top 2.
Top 2, right on. So probably for me, and this isn't necessarily my favorite, but this might have been like the first like Disney couple I remember, other than of course Mickey and Minnie. But kind of going back to shout out with Skywalker Through Neverland, but like Robin Hood, that was like one of my favorite movie as a kid.
Good one.
So Robin Hood and Maid Marian is something I always think of. I think I can't believe, and you forget this, Ryan, because I think it's from our Valentine's episode a couple years ago, and we were doing like top kisses. But one of my favorite romantic moments is the Will and Elizabeth wedding in the rain battle at World's End.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
I love that entire scene. The music is on point. The action is on point. The comedy is on point. With Barbossa.
Just Cass.
Cass. And I mean, even with a part where like, I choose you. Who do you choose? And Liv was like, Barbossa. And Will's like, wait, what? Marry us. I'm busy. So I mean, that whole scene is amazing. Then the kiss with a slow wave. I love that. So that's one of my favorites. And I am going to go with probably my favorite. It's old now because we're celebrating the 30th anniversary, but still one of my modern movies is the whole new world scene, or just the whole relationship with Aladdin and Jasmine throughout the movie. So
that's a good one. I mean, be yourself.
Exactly. And then so all that then leads up to a whole new world, then her finding out that it's Aladdin, and even though he's still lying to her, but still it's just like the whole scene is just really cute. Little bonus, not necessarily a romantic thing, but something that always makes me laugh is Jungle Book. When it's funny because like Mowgli the whole time doesn't want to go to the man village until he sees a little girl, and no matter how many times I watch this movie, just the whole thing with when he's like, "What's that?" and Baloo's like, "Don't worry about them; they ain't nothing but trouble." Laugh every time. So love that scene.
That's a good one too. You wonder how Baloo's so schooled in the dynamics of man and woman relations.
Yeah, exactly. So love that scene. Like I say, cracks me up every time. Favorite couple. Alex.
Tiana and Naveen.
Nice.
I think the dynamic with them, she kind of runs the show and he's just strumming his little ukulele, looking good and, respecting and appreciating her and being in his life.
Yeah. It's a great couple. I love those guys. And the characters at Disneyland, they're always on point too. So
I've never seen Naveen.
I've seen them a few times. I think the time I saw them was when they're actually plugging the movie before it came out. And I've mentioned this before, but they had the huge like Mardi Gras thing all the way to Mark Twain. Then they performed like all the music on the Mark Twain, which is really cool. And so then they had a meet and greet with Tiana and Naveen, and they were both, like I said, they were both spot on. I think Naveen's out more in Florida. My niece's friend I met last time we were there, and one of her friends are a couple, and one works. Anyways, one of them was a Naveen at Magic Kingdom.
A friend of Naveen.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
I think occasionally, back in the before times when you go to the character buffet breakfast things, you'd get a lot of princes on their own, which I always thought was kind of a ripoff. But
yeah.
I'd be like, who are you?
Exactly. Especially
I'm
like Prince Philip doesn't, and he doesn't wear what he wears on the movie. Right. So at the parks. What about you, Ryan? Favorite Disney Universe couple? I'll throw that out there.
Let's
That
go.
changes things. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Black Widow and Hulk.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'd ship it.
Yeah, we were all hoping for it, you know. So,
But wait, I was gonna say it could still happen, but you can't because
yeah. What if? Okay, I'll go and I'm going to go something slightly different. There's a lot of obvious ones, but I'm going to go with Sam and Cora from Tron Legacy because I think they're building up a big romance for the third movie that we never got. We're supposedly getting a third Tron, but it seems to be almost like a reboot or from what I've heard. I mean, we don't know yet, so hopefully we find out at D23. But the way, especially, I mean, throughout the movie, it seems like they're really trying to build a romance with him. So I want to go with him.
I mean, once you said Disney Universe, I got to give love to Cap and Peggy.
Oh, okay, dude, you just
Cap and Peggy's romance spanning decades and timelines and everything.
Yeah, that's a great one.
And I hope we get to see more of. I did recently just see news that there's going to be a Captain Carter spin-off miniseries for Disney Plus. So it'd be cool to see more of Peggy and her little Steve, as we'll call him.
I wonder if that will be pre-snap or post-snap.
I think it's different multiverse, so I don't
like the Captain Carter we got.
Yeah, off of What If.
I'm still for that. I as you guys know, I really enjoyed everything about that show. So, I mean, we know we're getting Marvel Zombies. So
Season 2 coming as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's a little bit of news. Season 2 of Loki starts filming this summer, according to our friends at Disney Insider.
Nice.
I saw that.
I'm excited for that. Well, and sticking in the Marvel universe, you can even say Loki and Sylvie, pretty much Loki in himself.
Yeah,
which is a very
that one.
Loki.
That one was weird.
And you know what? And I got to go classic. You guys know my favorite Disney character, Donald and Daisy.
It's solid.
It's a good one. Peter Quill and Gamora. I kind of like, the way they came to be, and obviously the way their story is gone.
And now they got to do it all over again.
What are you saying, Ryan? I love that scene.
We got to watch them do it all over again.
Yeah.
It's like 50 First Dates in space.
Put in a video or put in a mixtape to remember. I feel like I got another one. I'm surprised Ryan hasn't said like Master Gracie and Eddie Murphy's wife from Haunted Mansion.
What's the
bear's called?
Bears?
Yeah, it was
Trixie?
Trixie and
was he Henry in the movie too? I don't remember. All I remember is Christopher Walken and a bunch of bears.
Yeah. Alex, you haven't seen it, right?
Have I seen it?
Yeah, you haven't seen it, right?
I have not seen it in its entirety, but I'm pretty sure it was on Freeform or USA at one afternoon, and I said, why not?
Yeah.
Then 15 minutes, you're like, that's why.
I am all for doing a whole Country Bear episode when the anniversary comes up this summer.
So I was looking at the dates, and I'm handing that episode off to Ryan. We will do a Country Bear anniversary because the episode before that will be, because it's earlier in July. I think Country Bears is the end of July.
But at the 21st,
yeah. But July 9th will be the 40th anniversary of Tron, and we're damn sure we're doing a Tron anniversary episode.
I've seen the original.
Yeah, you probably won't like it because you weren't born yet.
I like older stuff if it's good.
So, but anyways, we're kind of digressing, kind of jumping on rails. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's so many Disney couples, but I'm trying to. You know what? not trying to boohoo on myself, and I always joke around about Single Rider and Friend Zone, but one of the not a couple, but I love just the love and friendship of Shang-Chi and Katie. It was a great relationship, I thought. And it was
a great relationship.
It was purely friends, but love is there,
I love that in the post credits, Katie was included in the whole Avenger talk and everything. It was, now that she's gone through the whole thing, it's like, all right, wherever I go, she goes.
Yeah. So, especially the karaoke bar. So,
yes. So I assume we'll definitely be getting some more Katie in the future.
Yes. And, I mean, there's so much more, but of course, we got a time limit. So, do you guys want to add anything at all, or?
I think I'm good.
Well, cool. So, I guess that is it for our episode 106 lovey-dovey episode. We will be back in 2 weeks with so if you've been following us on YouTube, we've been doing a Book of Boba Fett breakdown. We got one more episode left. We're going to be recording. We're a little bit behind because scheduling conflicts, and that's okay. That stuff happens. But we're going to do our chapter 6 review live on YouTube.
We're doing it live
Tuesday night. We're you know what? This episode might come out right before or right after, but we'll be posting on our Instagram anyways. But you can still check the replay out on YouTube. We're going to be talking about that. Then next episode 107, I think we're going to do our full season recap. Throw in some little extra stuff also, and let us know what you guys think. We'll definitely do a post, but what you guys think about the Book of Boba Fett, because it's all over the place. I mean, people are like, the first couple episodes, I don't like it. It's not Boba Fett. It's not Boba Fett. Then the last 2 episodes, where's Boba Fett? Where's Boba Fett? So I was like, you can't please everybody. But I will say, little teaser, if of course, Chapter 6 is probably one of the coolest Star Wars things I've ever seen in general.
Yeah.
So
it's up there.
Yeah. But that'll be coming up next.
If you haven't watched the show yet, I would just say, like with WandaVision, let it warm up. It gets better. And that's coming from someone who thought it started great. But it gets better.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, definitely check on that in a couple weeks. But we want to once again shout out some very special people that without them, the show would not be possible. So Ryan, you want to let our listeners know where they can support us and be part of the crew?
I got it. If you would like to be a part of our special DU crew, you can head over to patreon.com/DU crew. We got a couple fun tiers there for you guys to check out. And we would like to thank our current members. That is Jennifer, Mike, Sasquatch, Alfredo, Tyler, and Discord Peril, which you can see Joey rocking right now if you're watching the video version.
My So Fresh, So Clean Toy Story.
So clean.
Yeah, love this shirt. And it's nice and soft and pretty awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta wear my poo one.
Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, the Biggie
Notorious
Poo.
POOH.
That's right. Yeah, you don't have a big poo shirt. But again, that's a different podcast. But if you're new to the show, like we mentioned, welcome. And if you want to know where to follow us, Alex, if people don't follow us or interact with us, where can they locate that?
You got to be following us on the gram. That's where we do the most interactions. Instagram at Disney Universe Podcast. Make sure you're following us on Facebook as well. We'll occasionally stream the lives that we do on there, and we love your interaction with us while we're doing lives. It's always fun having a conversation with the community. We are on Twitter at Disney Universe Podcast as well.
Twitter had to do it shorter, so it's actually at Disney Unipod or Disney Unipod.
We are the Uni.
Yes,
and of course
Unique.
on YouTube.
Sorry,
what'd you say?
Oh, just a Pirates of the Caribbean joke, but not a clean joke. So never mind.
On YouTube, we are DUTV, Disney Universe TV. And if you're looking at me right now, then you're there. And if you're listening to me right now, you should go there. Make sure you're subscribed. We've got a lot of fun stuff on there. We've got hot toy unboxings. We've got Tiki unboxings. We've got content from the parks. And we've got awesome reviews, breakdowns, and full episodes of the podcast so you can see our pretty faces while we talk Disney and the stuff that we love. So I believe we're getting close or closer to our goal of getting 100 subscribers. So everybody get out there, tell a friend, subscribe to DUTV on YouTube. This will help us out and give us the ability to do more with our YouTube channel. So if you enjoy what we're doing already, help us out there. If you don't enjoy what we're doing, let us know so we can make it more enjoyable. But we have a lot of fun doing this, and look forward to putting more content up there for you guys to check out on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, absolutely. And while I think while we're building up YouTube still, like Alex mentioned, we will be adding some of those live streams to Facebook and Twitch to lure to our YouTube channel and stuff. So a lot of that stuff will be just in the meantime. So, and also on if you give us a review or rate us on Spotify and Apple, would be much appreciated.
That's right. I think we recently found that we can put polls and questions on Spotify.
Yeah.
Did we have one on there about the last one or about this one?
I can't remember because that was my COVID episode. So,
well, we're gonna put one on there. I'm thinking we'll put a poll.
Whose wedding was better?
Easy one. Did you like Book of Boba Fett? Yes.
That'll be on the next episode since we're probably ending that one. We'll figure something out. Yeah.
How would we do whose wedding was better?
We're going to put a poll on there. So if you're listening to this on Spotify or on YouTube or on Apple or whatever, if you have Spotify, go and check out the poll. But yes, like Joe said, please do give us those reviews wherever you are listening to our content, as that helps us out as well. And we love to know what you're thinking about what we're doing.
Absolutely. And of course, we want to give another special shout out to our good friends at Neverland Trading. You can check out their huge assortment of Disney themed shirts, Star Wars, Marvel, accessories, and a lot of cool stuff. So definitely check them out at neverlandtrading.com. At the checkout, you can type in DVERSE into the promo box. That's DVERSE, and get you a nice little discount there.
99% off.
If only. Not true. So they got to make their money. So but no, you get a real nice discount. They got great they always got new shirts and new designs coming out too. So very cool Valentine's Day designs. As you guys have seen, I have my Porg Chewie ate my Valentine's shirt that I always rock proudly around Valentine's Day. So definitely check them out. So so we will see you guys in a few weeks, and until next time,
may the force be with you
till infinity and beyond.
Grim grinning goats come out to bah!